What's going on, everybody? So, there's an interesting story on this ZT702S. Let me see if I can just show you. It's not going to focus. The button is crumbling, and you can see down there, you see the chip in the power button. So I'm not sure why it really just doesn't want to show up. Anyway, button's crumbling. I don't know if somebody I think it looks like I got a used meter, okay? And my friend ordered the 703, and it only came with one probe, which is the 2-channel scope, and it shows clearly two things in there. This one here was $39, and they sold out, and now it's over here, not even fulfilled by Amazon, $79, with a really late delivery date. But same company is selling one from Amazon for $71. But I sent them pictures of the button, and they offered me a discount, or they said partial refund. They didn't say how much. I just said no, I'm not interested in that. I'd like to know why you're selling stuff that looks like it might be used or is defective. And they said, well, we think Amazon might have sent you a customer return. And so anyway, long story short, we had a conversation. They were extremely prompt to reply. I'm talking 5 minutes back and forth, 5 replies. And after maybe 30 or 40 minutes, okay, keep the meter. We'll give you all your money back. All right, cool. So now we don't have to worry about somebody else getting somebody else's used meter again, or defective or whatever. So I lucked out. I got it for free. It was $39 anyways. So they doubled their price from $39 to $79. So I think every time that they take a return and they have to send it back and they have to do this, somebody loses money, or Amazon penalizes them. And so a lot of times, if you call up and you talk to the seller, I had especially noticed this with tattoo machines. I was getting a lot of stuff that was definitely, been used, or, parts missing. And I've definitely gotten many HTs over the years that had already been programmed or had scratches on them, that kind of thing. And so this is becoming a much more common problem on Amazon. And this seller told me it's not us, it's Amazon. And Amazon is completely in control of the fulfillment. So what they basically said is, look, we don't have any control over what Amazon sends you. We send the product to Amazon. They handle the fulfillment, and that includes the returns. I don't know if this is true, but it does shed a new light on these issues. So Amazon has typically acted like, when I would call in, oh, used? Wow, oh, okay, wow, that's not good. And acting like it's the seller doing it. But when I think about it, it's not the seller. I'm not ordering third party. I'm ordering from Amazon. And so I don't know how the warehouses work, but they're obviously Amazon warehouses. Now, there are, where it appears, companies have warehouses like outside of Phoenix. You order something, and they take the product that you've ordered and they drop it off at an Amazon spot, and then it starts to go through the system. Those particular situations could definitely be an issue. So, but I don't know. Anyway, so the the deal is that some of these could be used. It might be a really good deal. This is this B-side one that's $39 also, and it's also an oscilloscope. I believe it's exactly the same size screen, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it. 2.8 TFT, and I'm pretty sure this is 2.8. And these are the size of a fluke meter. Where's my fluke? So actually a little bit bigger. So basically, let me get this thing here. You kind of get an idea. I believe this is 2.8. Let me look and see if it says. It is 2.8 inch screen. So if you don't care about true RMS, this one's $39. And it doesn't use the BNC connector type of probe. It's just kind of probably a very basic oscilloscope running off of the regular probes, which actually I don't mind, because I don't need, for the work I'm doing, I don't need to have an attenuated probe or any of that kind of stuff. It claims all the same stuff as the other one. 10 megahertz bandwidth, 48 MSA, all that kind of stuff. I haven't really dug in deep, but I don't see where it's like, touting that it's true RMS, so it's probably not. But it would be kind of neat, and it's rechargeable, and it's a meter, and I just don't want to deal with 9-volt batteries anymore. So, also, a lot of these oscilloscopes and stuff, like my hand tech and stuff, they're not really all that great. And then you got to worry about, you're not isolated from the mains either on something like that. So there are a lot of these tablet oscilloscopes. So they, have a battery in them. I don't know if the battery life is great on them, but the nice thing about it is you're isolated from the mains. You don't have to worry about accidentally blowing up your scope, that kind of thing. So anyway, I thought I would just let you guys know what happened with this. I've tested it out, and I know Clark is really happy with his 703, and he says it's really fast. He doesn't like the signal generator. It's basically just this thing here, I guess, and the signal generator here is only like 1 kilohertz or whatever. So we're looking at it right now, and so you can change the waveform on the other one, but he said it's absolutely useless for anything radio-wise. So his goes to like I don't know, 100 kilohertz or something. So not real super useful. So if you don't need the 50 megahertz bandwidth, maybe buy this one. But at the price point, these are $71 or somewhere around there. I'm not sure why it's not showing me more of these. I should be seeing lots of results. Handheld oscilloscope meter, and I'm only getting these. Interesting. Let me delete that out of there and research. So that is weird. Maybe my internet's down again. I don't know. I must have had something checked on here, but anyway, there's these kind. They're $65. There's these BT meter ones. They're $79. 10 megahertz, 1,000 count. We have one of these for $65. So I think 65, maybe 59. These ones I don't think they're really great. I had a version of that. 89. We got here. There's a couple different ones, let's see. So the 703 may or may not come with 2 oscilloscope probes, depending on which one you order. See, if you're going to buy one of those, you need to look very closely. These are the tablets. I think Dave has one of these, and he likes it. They're a rechargeable tablet. You probably run other stuff on it and hack the firmware or whatever. But I wish I'd have gotten something like this instead of the hand tech, because the hand tech isn't very accurate and it's just kind of quirky. So let's see here. So 63 with a 5% coupon. There's a Zotac and a Zoe and a B-side, and they're all like, you know, the same. But this one even says Zoe Zotac. I think Zotac is the parent company. So if you look around on here, you'll find there's a few different things. There's another oscilloscope. Just, you know, do the research, read up. Here is, this is good, $99. Wow. So like, some of these will have a signal generator too. I burned out the one in mine on accident, but 7-inch display. It actually plugs in. $100. I mean, it's pretty good. So that's a HDMI port and Wi-Fi. Wow, that's pretty crazy. This is not shipped from Amazon, but anyway, if you're okay with doing that, I don't think I would buy anything that is not. Let me go in here and undo all that madness. So I don't trust third-party sellers, especially because there's been some scams lately going on. So fake tracking numbers, and you know, they would actually then send it to an actual wrong address, and then have one of their people at the wrong address confirm receipt of the device, and then now you're stuck on the hook for the deal. Let's see here. So there's a couple of these other ones, and some of them are really expensive. So I guess it kind of depends on what kind of work you're going to do and what kind of accuracy you need. If you just need to like basically look at a waveform and kind of like trace a signal and do like general troubleshooting, I think that this meter here would probably work just as good as anything, or even one of these cheap things, you know. So you know, I don't really think you know, for just hobby use, I don't think a lot of it's really super critical. There's lots of stuff on here. There's just tons and tons of stuff. So these ones here, they're going to be a lot cheaper, and they're going to be based off of this. And then there's also another one that's based off of that as well. That's an open frame type of circuit board thing. And they're all kind of using the same thing, even possibly this one. Let me see if I can find the other one. So there's one like this. Then there's another one that's similar to that. And I've owned a couple of those, so I can tell you firsthand that yes, they work and they're okay. I don't remember what the bandwidth is on them, but it's not good. This one here, I had that one, the 138 Pro. It's $24. It's pretty cheap. It wasn't $24 when I bought it. It was like $34. So, and I have this right here. Where is it? And I can assure you that's a piece of crap. It works, but the meter, the detent, it's actually really hard to rotate, and sometimes it goes in between because it doesn't move easily. But it does work okay for AC and DC current with a clamp meter. I have not tried the temperature probe, but mine right now is battery is dead. It'll work until I do something that makes it beep. Oh, still works. See, yeah. Anyway, so I guess if you need a cheap meter, for current, then that one would work. Anyway, I got sidetracked because I just saw that. So one of these type of tablets here is this. I think it is this one. So this is kind of what I would have should have bought. It has the signal generator. It has channel 1 and channel 2. You don't have to unlock the firmware to get the signal generator, and it's got its own battery, so you're isolated from the mains. I really like that. I don't want a 3-prong cord going to the back of my oscilloscope, because now I'm connected to the ground. So if I'm touching and testing anything that's also plugged in, there is the possibility of completing the circuit with the oscilloscope. So I think that something like this is really, really nice to have. There are other versions of it out there, so just so you know. And I have a version of this here that was like $189. But yeah, there's all these other different ones. ADS. It's just a Finercy, really. So I'm not seeing the like other one that there used to be this one. We used to joke about it. It was called like Poo Extra or something. Anyway, that's it for me. I've got to do an unboxing video of the soldering station, so stay tuned for that.